I've officially been journaling for 14 years. To celebrate the 14 years of journaling, I thought that maybe it could be fun to read some of my old journals and go through the years and see what I was doing on each of those journaling anniversaries. I don't know what to do. This boy makes me crazy. After I ate breakfast, recently I've been realizing how quickly things are going by. Anyway, I hate everything right now. Flip's hair. Look how pretty. All the doodles. I got my period this morning, which is very sad. I want to stop the video now. I absolutely adore him with every ounce of my being. I hit 20,000 subscribers. Hello everyone, my name is Carrie Walker, and for those of you who don't know me, I make journaling videos here on YouTube. I also make other videos around lifestyle and college content, but journaling is my main focus, and I have an addiction. And I always say, if you're gonna be addicted to something, journaling is probably the best thing to be addicted to. And I also have a stationery addiction. I mean, just look at all of this. You all know that my favorite pen to journal with is the Pentel Undergel pen, so I am so excited to say that Pentel is sponsoring this portion of today's video. Seriously, that is just so amazing to me. And I wanted to encourage you to check out their holiday deals page that they have going on Amazon, starting right now all the way up until Christmas of this year. There's a ton of great discounts if you're interested. The link is in the description down below, and it's the perfect place to get a last-minute Christmas gift for someone that you love or yourself. I won't judge you because, I mean, clearly you can never have enough stationery. But anyway, thank you again to Pentel, and let's get on with reading my journals. I started journaling when I was 6 years old on November 4th, 2008, which means that it's now been over 14 years. I didn't consistently journal for the first, like, I don't even know how many years. On January 1st of 2017, when I was 14, I started daily journaling, and I've been doing that since, so it's been almost 6 full years of daily journaling. If I'm being honest, I didn't even realize that the 14-year anniversary had even passed. For whatever reason, I am just never really like remembering the fact that I started journaling on November 4th in 2008. So like the day just passed by, and I was looking through my YouTube comments and saw that a few people had wished me like a happy 14 years of journaling, and I thought it was really funny that you guys knew my journaling anniversary better than myself. So as you guys know, these are the journals that I have already finished up and written in. I do have my current journal right over there. I'm on my 23rd journal. There are 22 journals that I have filled up. These are all my empty journals right over here. But so we're gonna just be starting off from the very beginning. I have a bobby pin here. Also, this is where I started daily journaling in 2017, just to give you perspective of how many journals I've filled up in the past 6 or so years. So like the 8 years before that will all be in these 3 journals. All right, so I read this one before, I know. November 4th, 2008, Obama is whining. This was my first ever journal entry, by the way. It was during the presidential election of 2008. I vividly remember doing this, and I was like brushing my teeth, and I was like asking my mom how to spell president, because at the end I say like, I don't care who wins, I just want the one that is the president to be the president. And then I proceeded to write another entry on the same day, November 4th, 2008. I rode my bike to school with my brothers today. After I ate breakfast, I went to class. I did my morning work. After I did my morning work, I read. A few hours later, I ate lunch. 30 minutes later, I went home. So that is little 6-year-old Carrie's journal entry. Now we're gonna flip to 2009, see if there's anything around November. Okay, we don't have a November 4th, but we have a November 1st of 2009, so about a year later. Today is Sunday, and I have a broken arm. I get my cast off on Wednesday. I am so excited because I can go swimming. I have to go now. I need to put my laundry basket up, so bye. Cool, great. Off to a great start. So that was 7-year-old Carrie. Now going to 8-year-old Carrie. Let's see if there's anything in 2010. Okay, so in 2010, I don't have anything in November, but I have something that my best friend Nora wrote at the time. It was in July of 2010, and I'm pretty sure I told her to write in my diary. I'm not 100% sure. I honestly can't remember, but the next entry right after it suggests otherwise. But anyway, so July 20th, 2010, Nora wrote, by Carrie's bestest friend Nora, today we went to Walgreens and got, wait for it, mini silly bands! And if you move, I want you to remember you will always be my best friend. And then she drew a little picture with a bow on top because she always wore bows. And then the next entry on the next page was in September on the 23rd, also 2010. And I said, I have not been in my diary for a really long time. Also, I had no idea Nora wrote that over there on that page. I'm kind of mad at her because it's my diary, not hers. Well, there's not anything to write about, so I'm stopping. Again, I'm pretty sure I gave her permission to write about that, but maybe I like forgot, but like maybe I did. I don't know. I have no idea. Nora, if you remember, let me know. That's the closest thing I have to November in 2010. That's really cute and really funny. And I like just seeing like the difference of her handwriting. I remember being so obsessed with her handwriting and everything, so I miss you, Nora. For 2011, the closest thing I have is November 26th, 2011, and it says, well, Thanksgiving went well. We went to cousin Jackie's house. Daddy also came home to visit from California. He was stationed in California for a year, and we didn't move with him just because it would be harder to like move our whole family out for a year, so we stayed in Florida, and he was there for a year, but then he came home to visit for Thanksgiving. He also got surgery about a week ago. Right now, Nate is going crazy because the Florida State game came on like 2 seconds ago. Every time he sees the Gators, he screams, boo! Not to try to scare them, but the other way. I really had to specify like the boo versus boo. That's kind of funny. Daddy keeps asking if he can read this afterwards. I said no. Of course he had to ask why. I said because it's my diary. I'm so sassy. Well, I've got to go. I'm getting in trouble. I have to watch the game. Ugh. I hate watching and playing football. I have such an attitude. Oh my gosh. I can't believe my dad was asking 9-year-old little Carrie, like, can I read your journal afterwards? All right, so for 10-year-old Carrie, let's see what we got in 2012. So that's when I started to write a little bit more, when I was like 9 and 10. Dang, I wrote a lot in 2012. So I don't have November 4th, but I do have November 5th. So on November 5th, 2012, I said, Halloween was awesome. I got like 5 king-size candy bars and 3 packs of gum. There was a hurricane named Sandy that came by. We lost power for a day and a half. We didn't have school last Monday and Tuesday because of Sandy, and this week we don't either because of conferences. I've had 2 sleepovers in a row with Alicia this weekend. It was fun. She told me she had a diary and showed me where it was. Ooh. She ended up letting me read it. Tea. She told me I'm the only one she let read her diary. I felt so special. OMG, my mom told me that Jack is coming to visit for Thanksgiving. What am I going to do? What if he kisses me? Should I let him? Do I even like him anymore? If he does kiss me, would it be on the lips? And would Daddy be mad at me if I let him kiss me? I definitely read this one in the Reading My Diary videos. What am I going to do? Help! I mean, I really want to kiss a boy on the lips, but am I old enough? I was like 10 years old. That's so cute that I was like thinking about that too. It would be so weird, and I'll totally regret kissing him if I do. Then don't do it. Just don't do it. I didn't, in case you were wondering. But if I don't, I'll torture myself by constantly thinking I should have kissed him. Well, I only have about 2 weeks to decide what to do. Wish me luck. That is so cool to see the difference from like 10-year-old Carrie in 2012 from 9-year-old Carrie in 2011. The difference is crazy. Like just the handwriting, the amount that I was writing, what I was writing about, started getting my little crushes. So my last entry in this journal is in August of 2013, which is where the Reading My Diary series left off, which means we're getting into new territory now, which is really scary because I haven't been in this second journal in a long time, so I don't know what's gonna be in it. But it does have 11-year-old Carrie in 2013, or at least it should. Oh, that was so easy. First try. They're so easy to break into. This is the second journal, or diary if you will. I feel like these feel more like diaries just because it has the lock on it. Oh. I have these sticky notes at the start of the journal. I'm not gonna show them because they had a lot of personal things on it. I don't remember the dates of these sticky notes, but they must have been around like the ages of 11 to 13, somewhere in there. And they're really sad. They had like all of my like personal issues at like 11, 12, 13, whatever it was. And some of it is like really personal. I don't want to share it all on the internet, but it was like kind of me hating on myself, and it's just really sad. And like other things too. You can see that it says like, I try to be perfect. I do worry about what other people think. So sad. Like some of the things on it. Anyway, not to get too sad, but let's see what I wrote around November 4th of 2013 at 11 years old. Oh my gosh, there's some embarrassing things in this journal. I don't have a November 4th, 2013, but I do have a November 5th, 2013. It says, Happy November. Right now I'm in the car driving home from Connecticut. We stayed there over the long weekend, 4 days long. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and we have to go back to school. The first quarter is over. We haven't gotten our report cards yet, but on my progress report, I had no X's. I guess that was like a grading scale where like an X was bad, and if you didn't have an X, you were fine. So on the 21st, I went to Rue's B-Day party. Oh my gosh. Rue, I hope you're watching this, and if not, I'm gonna send this video to you or something so you can watch this, because this is like when I first met Rue and her family, and like we're still friends with them today, and like, oh Oh, we like talk about how her birthday party was the first time I like ever really hung out with her, I think. I didn't realize I wrote about it. It was awesome. We had an auction, spelled with an O. I got lots of cool things like a bag of candy, sunglasses, a unicorn poster, a puppy calendar, fashion stickers, princess stickers, color your own fashion stickers, and a word search book. I mean, I remember it being a cool birthday party, but like, it must have been really cool. We also made bracelets with rainbow loom. Do you guys remember rainbow loom? I forgot that existed. I made 4. For dinner, we had something special. We had menus and you had to order everything, but you chose the order. Oh yeah, her dad is like a chef. He's so, like, literally a chef, and he made a bunch of yummy food. But they had like silly names, I think. You had no idea what anything was because they all had special names. This is what I ordered. Aperitif? Aperitif? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Bath water, which was soup. Appetizer, trio of sandwiches, which was milk and Oreos. Salad was called kaleidoscope blocks, which was fruit salad. Soup was flutterlicious, which was salad with strawberries and almonds and a weird sauce. The entree was matchsticks on fire, which was carrots. This is so cute. The side veggie was crunch corn dunkers, which was nachos with salsa. The fruit was razzmatazz, which was homemade raspberry soda. The dessert was rainbow worm fest, which was noodles and chicken. Her party was awesome, and I think I might have to steal a few ideas from my party. I went trick-or-treating with McKenna. Love the subject change. She was Little Red Riding Hood, and I was Little Red Riding Hood in the 21st century. What does that mean? I don't remember that. It was fun. I also got 2 rainbow lollipops. Oh yeah, they're so awesome because it changes colors in your mouth. Oh my god, there's so much traffic. Wait. Oh, okay. Right, we're in the car driving home from Connecticut. Okay. I was like, what? We've gained an hour since we left stupid New York. I was just visiting New York. That's really funny. We should get home at 8:03 according to the GPS, and it's 3:15. That's also without any stops. This is gonna be a long ride, especially because I get to listen to the lovely voice of Sammy constantly. Sammy is my sister, my little sister, for those of you who don't know. She's 5 years younger than me, so if I was 11, she was around like 6. And then I hate New York, and Sammy wants to live in New York when she grows up. Stupid little Sammy. I'm sorry, Sammy. I apologize. Now we're gonna move to 12-year-old Carrie. Where was 12-year-old Carrie? I was like writing long entries in here. Okay, so we have a little bit of a problem. So I didn't write anything around November in 2014. The closest thing that I have to it was August 29th, 2014, and the thing after it is January 16th, 2015. I literally took like a 4.5-month break from writing. So I guess I'll just read the one from August. So 12-year-old Carrie. I remember what this was about. I like at the time was like trying to catch up on things that I hadn't written about yet. So I wrote this in August, but I was writing about something in June, which I like explain in the entry, or I say that. I'm in a mood that I want to write right now, but at the same time, I don't want to write. I like how I spelled write differently, like the right way and the wrong way. Well, I guess I'm writing anyways. End of June. So this is like what I was writing about. Okay. The craziest thing just happened. So we were at Miss Lisa's crab party. Miss Lisa's a family friend of ours, and she did an annual crab party where like you ate crabs and shrimp and yummy stuff. It was awesome. The kids, Ben, Sammy, a girl we don't know, and I wanted to go canoeing because they had a lake in their backyard. So we asked Mr. Jeff if we could go in the lake behind his house. He told us to ask Dad because he didn't care. Dad said yes. So right before we were about to go canoeing, some very idiotic teenage boys threw their poopin' football in the lake. And they were like, hey, can you go get that for us? Thanks. And then they left. So, being the nice person that I am, Flip's hair. I went to go get it for them. I spent like an hour on the lake with Ben, Sammy, and the girl looking for the football. Oh wait, oops. Nate was also with us. Nate's my older brother, and Ben's my twin brother. This was an epic fail, very creepy random clown dog. I don't know why I turned the dog into a clown, but whatever. So finally, I decided to stop looking. So I left Ben, Nate, Sammy, and the little girl and went back to the party. On the way back, I heard lots of cheering and clapping. I was very confused. When I got back, Mom ran over to me and was like, Carrie, Miss Lisa and Mr. Jeff just got married. I thought she was crazy. I was almost positive she had lost her marbles. She had gone completely bananas. But then she explained it to me. Apparently, Miss Lisa and Mr. Jeff had been planning a surprise wedding for 6 months. And we missed it! They got in a tuxedo and gown and everything. There was even the dude who say, "You may now kiss the bride." I was so sad. Because of those stupid teenage boys, I missed Mrs. Lisa and Mr. Jeff's wedding. I still got to have some of their awesome wedding cake, which had 2 beach chairs with 2 crabs with a veil and black hat. It was Miss Lisa and Mr. Jeff themed. That's cute. Also, when Miss Lisa was throwing the bouquet, Sammy called me over to her. She was on the other side of the group of girls wanting to catch the bouquet. She said, "Carrie, if you catch it, you'll give it to me, right?" And I was like, no. Ah, sisters. Then I spun around to return to my spot, but at that very moment, Miss Lisa threw the bouquet behind her and a little girl caught it right where I was standing before Sammy called me over. It was a very sad day for me. Oh my god. But I was still extremely happy for Miss Lisa and Mr. Jeff. I didn't blame Mr. Jeff for letting us go canoeing right before the wedding because he must have had a lot on his mind. I mean, he was about to get married. Anyways, got to go. I'll try to write soon. And then I didn't write for 4.5 months. Anyway, so that was 13-year-old Carrie. I mean, wait, that was 12-year-old Carrie. Now we're going on to 13-year-old Carrie. Okay, so the last entry in this journal was on July 23rd, 2015, so I'm gonna assume the next journal has something a little bit closer to November 4th. I'm honestly really scared that like some of the more recent journal entries are just gonna be things I don't want to share online, and then this video is just gonna like turn into like me not wanting to share things anymore. This is really scary. I've never shared anything this recent on the internet other than like my like things that I'm actively writing about in like my journal with me videos. Oh god, oh my god, not the middle school journal entries. Okay. Ooh, I'm really scared. 13-year-old Carrie, what do we got? Yeah, I literally already jinxed it because like I'm flipping through these pages and already I'm like, this is not something I want to share. I want to stop the video now. Can you tell I'm like nervous? 13-year-old Carrie. So we do have a November 2nd entry of 2015. I don't want to read it. Okay, November 2nd, 2015. Sorry that entry was so short. The one before it was like a whole page, but I guess that was short. I got distracted and had to do my chores, and then Maria came over for a sleepover. She's like my best friend in Virginia and pretty much my only good friend in Virginia. This is where the tea starts. Well, not yet, but soon. Also, for context, I had like lived in Florida before, so. Anyways, Halloween went a lot better than I had expected. I actually wasn't planning on going because I had no one to go with, but mom forced me to go, but I'm glad she did. I came up with a costume extremely last minute, but it was pretty decent and I got quite a bit of compliments on it. I was a vampire, by the way. I also just went trick-or-treating with Sammy because I have no friends. Maria went with another group of girls. I had a good time with Sammy though. Oh, and mom walked around with us and Jake wore his doggy prisoner costume. Then I was beefing with my friend Izzy at the time. Hey, if you're watching this. We had some beef in like middle school. We were like best friends and then we had beef and then our friendship fell apart. I don't even remember like what happened. I'm like scared to read this. Okay, so the whole Izzy situation. Yeah, it hasn't gotten any better. She is such a jerk and is just so frustrating. Then to let all my anger out, I wrote a huge long paragraph of just some of the things I wanted to say to her. But of course I never would because that would make the situation about 1,000,000 times worse than it already is. Seriously though, I'm so tempted to text her, but I never will because she just makes me so mad. The long paragraph is pretty rude, but seriously, she deserves it. This is what the paragraph that I wrote, but will never show anyone, including her, says. Yikes, and then here I am, reading it on the internet. I can't believe you. You make me want to curse, and you should know that I never curse. I'm so disgusted by you. I'll have a new best friend by Monday? What's that supposed to mean? You think I can just easily make a new best friend with a blink of an eye? That's not how it works, Izzy. You think I didn't you as a friend and that I'm happy that you now hate me? You think I could care less that we're no longer friends? I did so much for you and you never appreciated any of it. This makes me feel so bad. I don't like reading this. I stood up for you. Okay, I don't really want to read all this, but it's basically, I'll save you from like having to hear my 13-year-old self rant, but I basically wrote like a 3-page letter to her that I never showed anyone. There's some like really serious tea. Jeez. Anyway, and then at the end I said, okay, I told you it was long, but yeah, she just frustrates me so much. I even started to write a song about her called You Left Me. I'm dead. And then I also thought of another song that I could write that has nothing to do with Izzy, called Existence. I wish I had those songs. I'm pretty sure I wrote them on like scratch pieces of paper that I stuffed in a box for years, but I like never went back and read them, but I remember I threw away that box. So that's very unfortunate. Anyways, I'm really tired, so I'm going to go to bed. Hopefully I'll have a good dream that'll make me really happy. I can't remember the last time I had a dream like that. That's so sad. Maybe it'll be tonight, but I doubt it. I have to think positive though. Wow, that's great. Okay, moving on to 2016, 14-year-old Carrie. Look how pretty, all the doodles. No November 4th, 2016, but the closest one is November 8th, 2016, and thankfully it is short. I'm not going to write a lot right now because I still have to do my English homework, annotate books 17 and 19 of the Odyssey. Ugh. Gross. Due tomorrow. Poor 14-year-old Carrie. I somehow managed to not do it until the very last minute of this weekend. I was pretty busy though with babysitting and going up to Pennsylvania for the weekend. My dad was also stationed in Pennsylvania for a year, and we did the same thing, split ops, so he was there for a year and we stayed in Virginia. But that one was much more manageable because it was like a 3-hour drive away. I normally don't procrastinate, but I used to not procrastinate. If only I was still like that. I'd say I'm not that bad at, I'm pretty good at not procrastinating, but I hate annotating, the Odyssey especially. I just wanted to write really quickly because this day could go down in history. The election of 2016, November 8th. And then I proceeded to write about the election, and the results hadn't come out yet, but I was just like super like, oh my gosh. Okay, my camera just died, but we're back. That's all we have in this journal because now we're gonna move on to when I started daily journaling. So I started this when I was 14, but 15-year-old Carrie should, actually, no, 15-year-old Carrie might not be in here. I wouldn't be because I don't think November would be in here. Yeah, no, so let's see. I'm gonna like keep these in order. Maybe November is in here. Nope, maybe in this one. Okay, yeah. So now we know November 4th will definitely be in the rest of the ones going forward since I now am daily journaling. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I had a crush on a guy. He knows exactly who he is. Like everybody that knew me probably knows who it is. November 4th, 2017. I got my period this morning, which is very sad. The cramps have been brutal, but I've texted with that guy a little bit today, which always helps. Update! Him and I texted quite a bit today, which makes me so happy. We were texting a bunch, but I think he lost connection because he's on his way to California right now. Him and his family are flying over there to check out colleges. Otherwise, we'd probably still be texting. We texted a lot like how we used to, minus the flirting. Yeah, I don't know if I want to share this online. Yeah, skipping forward. Anyway, I really should go to bed. I have a lot of babysitting to do tomorrow. Hopefully I dream about that guy. And even if I don't, I'll definitely be thinking about him. Wonderful, wonderful, yes! Love that for me. Okay, so if that was 2017, I'll guess that it's here. Let's just check this journal. Yep, definitely not this one. November of 2018, where are you at? It's not this one either. Maybe it's in this one. Okay, yeah. November 4th, 2018, where are you at? Oh my gosh! This makes me really happy. Okay, November 4th, 2018. Happy 10-year right-iversary. Right-iversary. I don't think I've ever called it that since then. On November 4th, 2018, I wrote in a diary for the very first time. Ever since then, I've been journaling non-stop, and I honestly cannot imagine my life without it. Journaling has become such an integral part of my life, I'm a little obsessed. It helps me organize my thoughts, reflect on past experiences, and relive old memories. 50 years from now, I'll be able to read about all of my childhood memories, good and bad, and attain insight on how I've changed as a person. That to me is beautiful. Happy 10 years of writing! Woohoo! That is so cute. My 16-year-old self. Oh, you really redeemed yourself from the past couple of years. And then it like was later in the day and I said, sorry, my handwriting is so bad. We're still in the car on the way back to Virginia. I don't know where we were at. We only have about 30 minutes left of the car ride though. Sammy put a sweatshirt over her head to block the sun and from making it hard to see her phone screen. And Ben's on the other side of her. We're in Dad's truck. So I can finally write without my normal paranoia of someone reading what I'm writing. And then later in the day, never mind about that, haha. We're home now and we just stacked some firewood. Solid. Oh wait, oh, there's more. I'm about to go to the movies with Ben and Cody, but I'll write later. And then later, the movie was actually a lot better than I had anticipated. We saw Venom. Yeah, I really liked it. And when I got home, I watched the movie 16 Candles with Mom and Sammy, and now it's 10:06 p.m. and I'm really tired and I don't think I'm gonna write anymore tonight. I kind of just want to sleep forever and ever. Preferably with a guy that I liked at my side. I really thought 16-year-old Carrie wasn't about to write about some crush, but here I was. Yep. I wish I could go back to my night with him. I don't remember what night I'm talking about because I haven't even had my first kiss at this point. I don't think. So, like, I don't know what happened. I'd give anything for that. I absolutely adore him with every ounce of my being. I don't know what to do. This boy makes me crazy. I was 16. I mean, like, what can you expect from a 16-year-old? I still need to write about what happened the other day, the night of the 2nd/morning of the 3rd. Not sure when I'll be able to, since I'll be busy with babysitting tomorrow, and then I'm probably going to Jake's house for a get-together. Also, no school Monday, tomorrow, and Tuesday. I don't know what that was that I never wrote about. Or maybe I did at some point, but I'm not gonna go searching for it right now. And then it's probably not gonna be in this one. 17-year-old Carrie. Let's check this one. Oh yeah, first try. Heck yeah. There's some fun stuff in this one. But what is on November 4th? By the time I was 17, I started writing the day of the week in my entries. So it's November 4th, 2019, which was a Monday. I just reread yesterday's entry and I definitely forgot about planning on writing about homecoming. Oops. I guess I was planning on writing about homecoming that day. I seriously need to, but I'm about to go to bed. Recently, I've been realizing how quickly things are going by. I feel like 2019 just started and it's really setting in that I'm a senior in high school and I'm about to go to college, and one day I'm gonna get married, and that's just so crazy. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy to think that I was a senior in high school in 2019. That feels so long ago. I just feel like I've been living life recently with the mentality of getting through the day /week /month, and I don't want that. It's hard because part of me wants to just live in the moment and have fun, while another part of me wants to buckle down and get all the work done first, and I really just need to find a good balance. I'm doing my best. Today was pretty good overall. I left Grace's house and had a pretty chill day. I actually went on a 3-mile run around the neighborhood and it was kind of great. I love that I'm like surprised about that because I hate running. Like, I'm surprised about, like, it was kind of great, and even now I'm like, I enjoyed that. The weather was perfect and it was just such a beautiful day, and it just put me in such a great mood for the rest of the day, and I just felt so empowered. I really need to carry that with me. I hung out with Ben a decent amount today, which was so fun. I love Benny. We stacked a ton of firewood and I hung out in his room for a while, and I just really enjoyed it. I don't have a favorite sibling, but I'm definitely the closest with him, and I really appreciate how much he trusts me. I laughed so hard while I was with him tonight and it made me so happy. I don't remember the last time I giggled so stupidly hard like that. Haha. Aw, that's really sweet. I liked that one. Good job, 17-year-old Carrie. Wow, yes. Sorry to Nate and Sammy though, because apparently I was closest with Ben at the time. Okay, so let's see. I think this was the end of November 2020. Maybe, it might be the next one actually. Yeah, it was the next one. Oh my gosh, November 2020. This feels too recent to share on the internet. November. Okay. Oh boy. So by this point, I started writing the time as well in my journal entries. So this was Wednesday at 11:22 p.m. on November 4th, 2020. Happy 12 years of journaling! And that was it. And at 1:35 a.m. I finished the page and I said, anyway, I hate everything right now. Nice. Good job, 18-year-old Carrie. The election is so close and I just want to know who won already. It's kind of funny that like my journal anniversaries are around the presidential elections. Online school is the worst thing to exist. F COVID. Yeah. I have a C+ in chemistry, but yet I kind of don't care because I just have absolutely no motivation anymore. Ugh. COVID was rough. I stress ate way too much food today. Aww. And then I wrote about something that I'm not sharing on the internet. Clearly I was very emotional on this day. I have to do an hour-long chem lecture plus quiz by 10 a.m. tomorrow. I hate how polarized our country is. I wish college was normal. Spitting some facts right there. Now we are going to go to maybe this one. Wait, 2021. Maybe this one. November 2021 should be in here. Oh my gosh! Oh, wait, I'm so happy that this one made it in. Okay, wow. So I was 19, Thursday, 11:34 p.m., November 4th, 2021, and it says, I hit 20,000 subscribers today on YouTube at like 2 a.m., haha. How insane is that? That's a whole lot of people, and I'm so grateful and also proud of myself. One of my subscribers pointed out too that today is my 13th year anniversary of starting to journal. See, literally even then, you guys were like pointing out my journal anniversaries or my write-oversary or whatever, and I wasn't even noticing. I need to like be better at paying attention to when it is. Isn't that so special? Who would have thought that my 6-year-old self deciding to write that day would come this far? What an incredible accomplishment. Also, my nursing school interview was today and I think it went so well, and now it's all out of my hands. I loved that. That was so good. That was such a good day. And I was at 20,000 subscribers and now I'm at 65,000 subscribers, and now I'm in the School of Nursing. Wow. I love being able to look back at things like that and like know how it turned out. So good. Okay, and then November 4th should actually be in my current journal. And I was in New York when I wrote in it, and again, I totally didn't realize that it was my 14-year anniversary of journaling. But it was Friday at 5:43 p.m. on November 4th, 2022, and I just said, we made it to New York! And that was it, because then I got really busy, so I finished the page later on. I finished the entry at 12:29 a.m. and I said, Phantom of the Opera was phenomenal. Oh my gosh, you guys, I could literally go on forever about how amazing it was. So amazing. We got to see it on Broadway and it was, oh, so good. So this was literally like a few weeks ago as 20-year-old Carrie, which is me now. Oh my gosh. I expected to be blown away, but even then my expectations were far surpassed by how spectacular it was and how special that I got to see it with Mom. I got her addicted to the soundtrack and she listens to it almost every day. And Sammy, her first Broadway show. So special. Everything about it was just spectacular. I've been talking about it nonstop, and if I weren't so tired, I would write forever. Ah, my inner theater kid is so happy. And then I wrote about some other stuff that I'm not gonna share. And that is a wrap. Before you leave, I just wanted to say how special and incredible it is to see how I've changed over the years, my handwriting, what I wrote, how I wrote it, my vocabulary, just everything, how I matured over the years, and seeing that in a written form documented. That is just so special. And I know a lot of you have expressed like, hey, I'm already grown up, I want that, but is it too late to start? And my answer to you is no, it is not too late to start. Even if you're like 30 years old or 70 years old or however old you are, it's never too late to start writing, because even in a 1 year you change so much. I highly, highly, highly recommend anybody journals because it has so many benefits for your mental health, your physical health even. But this video really showcased how it captures human growth emotionally, mentally, and that is just something that I don't take for granted. I am just so grateful that I have those memories documented down, and I also hope that you guys are able to see that and recognize that, especially from this video, because maybe it'll inspire you guys to start journaling, which would just make me so happy. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, let me know which Carrie was your favorite, whether it was 6-year-old Carrie or 20-year-old Carrie or anywhere in between. And one last thing, for those of you who keep asking, I plan on making the next part to the Reading My Diary series when I hit 75,000 subscribers. So if you want to help me reach that goal so that you can see the next part of that video series, then go ahead and subscribe to the Journaling Army if you haven't already, and give this video a big thumbs up. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!